New York City Mayor Adams got herself in the hot water. The people are outraged in New York City, as they should be. If it were anything like Texas, they would have been outraged a long time ago. New York City Mayor Adams is telling people to keep calm, you know. We're not going to curse. We're not going to yell and scream. But that's exactly what they're going to continue to do because of the horrible policies that he is going to keep ignoring. So he's the Biden of Manhattan, the Biden of the Bronx, the Biden of New York City. That's Mayor Adams. So the crisis has gotten pretty bad. He still doesn't want to acknowledge that in Texas, there's a big problem. He said nothing about having compassion on Texas, only about in his state. Now, I would wager to say that if Greg Abbott had never sent these migrants to New York City and to places like Martha's Vineyard, where they totally lost their mind, if he hadn't sent them there, would they be even talking about this? Would they even care about it? No. Now they got fentanyl coming in and all sorts of crazy stuff happening in New York City. I mean, how much worse could it get? Well, it's gotten pretty bad. So here's Mayor Adams trying to smooth everything out, but not really getting to the point.
I want to switch over to the migrant issue. You recently said that you haven't spoken to the president in months. This is his third and final day in the city here. But he is not meeting with you, and he's not even touring a migrant shelter. After all the city has done in the face of this migrant crisis, he cannot find 5 minutes to meet with you or even tour a shelter. Why do you think that is?
Well, we are in constant communication with the White House.
Okay. This is the same old tune. Joe Biden's too old to fly all the time. He doesn't go places. Okay, Joe Biden's not going to show up there and talk to this man and look at this man eye to eye and show compassion on New York City. He's not going to do it. They don't care about their people. They just want Biden in office so they can control him. That's it. That's it. Mayor Adams is no different. He's taking money to be controlled. Certain things he's not going to tell you.
Goal is to get the items that we have identified, and that includes decompression strategy at the border, receiving the funding that we deserve, calling a state of emergency, allowing people to work. No one should be in this city without the right and authorization to contribute to our tax base. So this is
See, you see how he's trying to play that? So it's okay for the migrants to be there. He's taking that tone. To him, it's absolutely okay that the illegal peoples are there as long as they can pay taxes. See, there's lawlessness here. These people don't believe in law and order. They never will, and they never have. That's why their cities are always in chaos. I'll let him tell you.
Fair to New Yorkers, and it's actually unfair to the migrants as well. No one should be going through this, particularly this city and other small municipalities.
Well, while the president may shy away from meeting you face to face, the White House does not shy away from skewering NYC in their response to the migrant crisis, saying that we allegedly have no exit strategy for migrants in shelters. But I know you're trying to change that from a 60-day ruling to now a 30-day ruling for the amount of days that migrants can be in shelters. And this is specific for maybe male migrants?
Well, everything is on the table. Let me say that. Everything is on the table when you're dealing with the crises of managing over 110,000 migrant asylum seekers, in addition to 10,000 a month. We really need to wrap our heads around that. 10,000 a month. And we've witnessed that a substantial number have left our shelter system, but over 60, 70,000 are still there. It's just not moving at the right pace. But the question becomes, why aren't we stopping this at the source? And why aren't we dealing with...
He just said it. Why aren't we stopping this at the source? He actually had the guts to say that. He knows that there's a problem. It's just not big enough for him to vote in the other direction. You'll see. this one issue to say these people don't really care. Eric Adams doesn't care that much about this. He's getting paid, bro. He's getting paid. He's actually having to work now. He's got work to do now. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing anything because New York has been trashed with the trashiest of the trashers. Okay? That's New York City we're talking about.
This as the national crisis that it is.
So, Mayor, the first recipients of that 60-day eviction notice have a deadline of this weekend. What happens to those people who are in the shelter system, who already have been notified your 60 days are up?
Well, we were clear they have to reapply, and based on our availability of space.
Dude, they had to reapply. Just put them out. Send them back to their countries. Why is this so hard? Send them back. It's simple as that. No, but you got to make yourself look like you're trying to help. This is going to get bad. It's already bad. It's going to get worse. New York should turn red over this, okay? They should turn red over it. But he's casual. It's okay. It's going to be all right, guys. We're just letting a few people in our house. It's all right. We're going to feed them and shelter them. You're going to pay for it. Just calm down. What do they do that at?
We will allow them back into one of our shelters or HERCs, but they will have to reapply.
But that sounds like you're not getting rid of or moving them on to somewhere else.
Exactly. You're not getting rid of them. She said it. Adams, you're not getting rid of them. Okay. Yeah, he's going to keep them there. He's going to find a way to keep them there, too, because they're going to be Democrat voters. They already got jobs for them. OK, they're going to be paying taxes. Escobar, Gomez, all of them using different names. They don't care. They're here illegally. If they came illegally, they're coming through the system illegally. They're paying taxes illegally. They're doing everything illegally. And that's why New York is going to have so many problems moving ahead.
Well, no, what we're doing is properly putting in place the exit strategies that we talked about, everything from helping individuals apply for their asylum process as well as work. We are going to do everything as possible like we have done. Let's be clear on what we did. We know
what you did. Everybody's pretty clear on what you did. You let a bunch of strangers in New York. You let a bunch of fentanyl in New York. I don't care what you say. People are smuggling this stuff in, bro. It's no way in the world you could have 100,000 just in New York. Did he say 100,000 a month? 100,000 a month in New York City. And nobody's smuggling drugs? No, everybody's just upstanding citizens? Yeah. No, that's not how that works, bro. But they don't care as long as they're old enough to vote. Okay, that's all.
Able to manage this crisis without one family or child sleeping on the street. I saw El Paso. I witnessed other cities and municipalities. That did not happen in New York City. So those who are critiquing how we've handled this crisis really don't have a full scope of what this administration has done and what the.
So let me get this straight. You're comparing New York City to Texas. How bad off do you think Texas really is right now? Mayor Adams, what do you think? What do you think Texas is going through right now? How you're getting 100,000? What do you think? You compare your situation to Texas. Texas got plenty more to send out, bro. They're coming in by the millions. They're coming in. You better watch what you're saying because they got more. These people are sick, man.
People of the city of New York,
Well,
they have done.
Mayor,
They're
obviously there are a lot of-
frustrated, and I believe their frustration is real, and I am also frustrated that this city is going through this.
Right. Let's talk about the frustration, because we're seeing these protests pop up, whether it's in Queens or Staten Island. More and more neighborhoods are saying, enough. We can't handle this in our neighborhood. People are getting arrested because they don't want these migrants in their neighborhood. What do you say to those communities?
Well, let's do a real accurate and proper assessment. We have 8.3 million New Yorkers. So if the numerical minority decide to use hateful terms and hateful words, that is not a reflection of who this city is. I'm very clear of the frustration and anger, and New Yorkers have expressed that.
If people just start walking into my house right now, unwelcomed, they're going to get some more than cussing. They're going to get some more than harsh words. Mayor Adams, you don't understand what you're doing. You're overwhelming your city. It's already, how much is an apartment in New York? About $10,000 a month? Like, it's insanity. Slice of pizza, like $11, $12 probably. I mean, these liberal cities are very expensive, bro. They're already expensive. I would never live in New York. I would never live in a liberal city ever again. I don't look back. I'll be thanking God, thank you, that I don't live in Baltimore anymore. They crazy, bro.
But they're not banging on the doors of buses. They're not spewing hateful words towards ethnic groups. That is not how we're showing our frustration. And I say to those who believe they're going to use violence by throwing bottles at police officers and migrants, we're not going to accept that. That's the message we sent on Staten Island, and I'm going to send it throughout the city. We'll manage this crisis, but we're not going to do it with violence, and we're not going to do it with hateful terminologies spewed at individuals.
So, Mayor, I know at one point you called yourself the Biden of Brooklyn. Do you still consider yourself the Biden of Brooklyn?
So he's the Biden in New York City. I mean, these people will learn from their policies. They'll have to, man. But I just feel sorry for the people who voted red in New York. Move, okay? Get out of New York. Like, all the hot dogs and the pizza, it wouldn't keep me there, okay? And the high-priced homes, don't nobody need all that, man. If you red for real, move to a red state. You don't have to put up with it. Abraham told Lot not to go to Sodom and Gomorrah, remember? Lot went to Sodom and Gomorrah. God burnt it down. Right before Abraham saved Lot, okay? That's where we are, man. You ain't got to be there. Hey, y'all, like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.